What are you thinking? Tell me what you're thinking. Why can't you just tell me? Some people, when faced with a difficult conversation, find it very, very hard to verbalize their thoughts. When we ask someone to tell us what they're thinking, we can feel really frustrated because we can't seem to get an answer out of them. We can always feel like we don't actually know what they're truly thinking. If this is a person we want to cultivate a good relationship with, getting frustrated not only doesn't help, it may hurt because resentment builds up. Yet we're human and we can't help feeling like they don't care enough to try to tell us what they think. This is why communicating with someone we care about is one of the most difficult things in the world to do. What can help is to remind ourselves that most people have an opinion. All of us want to be heard or understood. So if someone feels that they're not able to voice their thoughts, there must be a reason. Every single person is completely responsible for how they communicate. Even if someone feels that they cannot express themselves because of you, that you're the reason they're afraid to talk, it's still something that they themselves have to work on for them to reflect on why they're afraid. But because communication is a two-way thing, it is still our responsibility to create a safe environment for people to talk to us. We have to ask ourselves if we are truly patient or if we are forcing ourselves to be patient when inside we feel impatient. Because no matter what we say, like "you can talk to me," it's what we feel inside that will clearly reflect on the outside. The other party can always tell if we're communicating with the intent to understand or if we're communicating with expectations. When we communicate to understand, that's the only goal, with no expectations of how the other person should respond. And it's also easier for us because the person feels like we are more intent on listening than we are in talking, and that encourages them to open up more to tell us their thoughts. Everyone is responsible for how they communicate, but we can always help each other along, especially when we have the same goals. So focus on the objective and it becomes easier to be happy always.